In this video, we're going to talk about flute assembly. So let's take a little look at our flute case. We have two latches, a handle, and then we have like the hinges on the other side. And then as we see, we can see where the case opens. So with your latches painted downwards and with your flute on a flat surface, mine's on a table. It could be on the floor. I wouldn't recommend a chair. Could fall off the chair, but I have mine on a safe table. So with your flute on a safe flat surface, go ahead and unlatch both latches so that for most cases they go upwards, not, let me flip it over, downwards. So make sure that you're unlatching them upwards and that you have the flute case laying flat. Next, you can go ahead and open your flute case. And when you open your flute case, this is what you'll see. You will see three main compartments of your flute case. You might see something that looks like this, which is a cleaning swab. Or you might have a rag. So we have three main components of our flute. The head joint, the foot joint, and then the body. The body is the largest piece, and then the foot joint is the smallest piece. Our head joint is somewhere in the middle. We're going to start off by picking up our head joint and the body of our flute. And if we look at the body of our flute, one side has a large gap right here where there are no keys. And the other side does not have this. The keys go all the way up to the edge. The head joint will connect into the side that has that large gap. Sometimes some flutes will have a logo or a maker stamp up there. So the way we're going to assemble these two parts is we're going to take our head joint in our right hand and the body of our flute in our left, and coming straight on, we're going to insert the head joint into that side of the body that we just talked about. And you can gently twist and push the head joint into the body of the flute. Now, next, we need to make sure that the head joint is aligned with the body of the flute. So find the aperture hole, or not the aperture hole, but the hole in the lip plate on the head joint. The lip plate is this guy right here. We have that hole, and we want that hole to line up with this first key on the body. We want it to make a straight line. So the way I like to do that is to hold the flute straight in front of me and then kind of see and then twist the head joint until I see that they both line up nice and well. Now that we have that, we're going to hold the flute in our left hand and go ahead and grab the foot joint. Now, this is going to be basically the same procedure. We're going to twist and gently push the foot joint onto the flute, but on the opposite end, the end where the keys come all the way to the bottom of the body. Now, the side of the flute foot joint that connects to the body is the side that has these flat keys on. So this is going to go right up against the end of the body. And same thing, coming straight on so that we don't bend the flute, you can gently twist and push. Now we have to align this side of the body. And you'll know that it's aligned when the rod on the foot joint that the keys are connected to is about in the center of the bottom key on the body of the flute. And that is how we assemble our flute. Now let's disassemble it. It's going to be essentially the same thing, but in reverse order. I'm going to start by disassembling the foot joint, and I'm going to gently twist and pull the foot joint off and set it in my case. And then same thing, I'm going to gently twist the head joint off the body of the flute, set that back in the case, and then set the body of the flute back in the case. And that is flute assembly.